Hello, guys, and welcome back. You're watching the Camera64 Podcast, and I am your host, Alfonso Chavez. And as always, we're coming to you from sunny San Antonio, Texas, from here in the garage. It is great to be here on a Sunday morning. I wanted to get this video out because there's something that I came across while reading some posts in Facebook, and it just really caught my eye. It was very interesting. But before we get into that, I just want to really quickly let you guys know that I did not do a regular setup because, as I just mentioned, I'm getting ready to head to church. And so I just wanted to set up my camera, position myself to where I have a little bit of light. So my lighting is nothing more than the ceiling light right here in the garage, and there's no background behind me. And as you can see right here, that's my trusty computer where I work on my videos to get them out to you. But going back to the Facebook post, there was a lady in there who was looking into buying a new lens to add to her list of lenses, right? She mentioned that she was new, and she just so happened to be talking about a lens that we were just talking about last week, which is the Canon 24-105 f4. And it's a great lens to add, especially if you're new and you don't have any L glass, or you don't have any lenses that are not entry level, right? Or kit lenses, right? As we refer to them as kit lenses. So she went on to eBay because she had done a marketplace search here on Facebook and was not able to find a copy that she could afford, right? That was in her price range. So she continued her search onto eBay, and lo and behold, she comes across a lens that fits not only her description but of what she wants, but she finds a very good copy of that lens. And to boot, it just so happens that the lens was in a good price. I think she said $450 or $400 if I remember right, which is a great price for that lens, right? It would be a great addition to have that lens at that price in that shape, right? That would be an awesome connection if she could make that connection. But she had a concern, and that concern was the fact that the lens was not located here in the States. It was a lens that had been posted overseas. I believe it was Japan. Now, if you spend any amount of time on eBay, you know that there are lenses posted from all over the world. I've seen lenses coming from Japan, China, Australia, Switzerland, London, as well as even Russia, right? I've seen lenses coming from there too, which in my opinion, I think it's okay in general, but there's definitely some things that you have to consider when you're ordering lenses from different countries. And the biggest thing is your wait time. Now, I have ordered, I speak from experience. Everything that I talk about here is from experience, right? So I have ordered not necessarily cameras, but I have ordered a lens or two from Japan, and some of those experiences have been fantastic, right? I order it and they do get it here within 2 weeks, but I've also ordered other stuff and it might take 2 months or even 3 months in order for that camera or lens to show up. That would be a good case scenario, right? Because the lens or what you're ordering still showed up, even though it took a while. But I've also been in the situation where I bought a camera and the camera never showed up. a couple of years ago, I bought a Canon 5D Mark III. It was not brand new, but it was definitely immaculate. It showed no signs of wear whatsoever. It came in its box. It had all its paperwork. It was just an all-around great camera, great looking pictures and everything. Just a well laid out ad, right, to sell this 5D Mark III. And so for $500, I thought it was a great deal, a fantastic deal. So I went ahead and put my order in, and lo and behold, 2 weeks pass, 3 weeks pass, 4 weeks pass, and by the time I know it, 8 weeks had passed, and I didn't have anything other than a whole bunch of notes from the seller to let me know that my package was on the way. It was on the way. It was in China, or it was in Japan, and then now it arrived in the U.S. And once it arrived, supposedly, quote unquote, arrived in the U.S., um, it never arrived here at my house. The package never arrived. So, obviously you start to think, well, was there ever even a camera for sale? And I would have been right, because the camera never arrived. So I did what I tell you guys to do all the time, and that is just to go into the eBay website and create a report about the incident, right? That you ordered a camera, you never received it, you paid for it, but you never received it. And so eBay started investigating my case, and it took them a good 2 or 3 weeks to get that underway and settled. So here we are, 2.5 to almost 3 months with no camera, no money to buy another camera, because my money was in limbo until they investigated it. Eventually, I did get my money back from eBay, so thumbs up to eBay for taking care of me. But the fact is that if I was purchasing that camera because I needed it right away, 3 months is not going to cut it, right, guys? And let's just say that I realized that the camera was never going to come, right? And I needed and I wanted to order another camera. Well, if that's the only $500 or $600 that I had, I wasn't able to go purchase another one, because now my money's in limbo with eBay until they investigate, right? So eventually, like I said, I got my money back. But the whole idea is that I lost a whole lot of time. And if I had been in dire straits or needing a camera right away, it definitely would not have worked out very well for me. I would have ended up having to rent another camera just to get through my job if I had anything going on or coming up. And that was my experience. Now, I've had both good experiences and bad experiences ordering online overseas equipment, but in general, I would definitely not recommend that. My advice would be to first go ahead and, when you're going to do your eBay searches, to go over to the left-hand side, and you're going to see options for searches, and you definitely want to put US only, or maybe North American only, and see what comes up. You might find a similar camera with similar specs in very similar conditions. You don't know unless you try, but I would definitely feel more comfortable ordering a camera that's coming from a US, Canadian, or Mexican seller, because you know that you're going to receive it in about a week or two, maybe. So you're going to get it quicker and with more confidence. I mean, that's the way I think it is. I think it's I think that you can be more confident in a seller that's here locally or close to us. And when I say locally, I'm talking US, right? But you might even also take the opportunity to go onto Facebook Marketplace and just doing a search locally. So like for me, I'm here in San Antonio. So San Antonio's the main city, but there's a lot of suburbs around, like, Ciblo and Shirts, and we have a whole bunch of just small little cities that are, very close to San Antonio. So doing a local search within there, you just might find the lens or camera that you're looking for, and you can actually go in person and look at it before you buy it and make that purchase. So that might be your other option. Definitely something to think about. But yeah, in my opinion, for her anyways, that I definitely would not make a purchase of a camera from Japan, China, or anywhere else for that matter over something here in the US. I would very strictly stick to buying US based products or US based ship products from customers, just because it's going to save you a whole bunch of headaches in the long run, guys. So that's been my short video today, and I know it's a little shorter than what I usually do, but I just wanted to get this video out and up. So I hope you're enjoying my videos. If you are, I want to ask you for a thumbs up, and if you're not, give us a thumbs down. But if you do, make sure you let us know, hey, this is why I think your video really bites. so that way, hopefully, I can improve for you on the next video. But that's been my video for today, and you have been watching the Camera64 Podcast. And as always, I'm your host, Alfonso Chavez, coming to you from sunny San Antonio, Texas. Till next time, guys, you take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.